Hello and welcome, Unworld here, and in this video today I will be doing a comparison of two gaming editors for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, so the first three Harry Potter games. These two custom editors are called, one is Coop's Harry Potter editor, Coop's HP editor, and then there's HP Magic Waltz 2 by QB Boss. This one's by Coop's HP editor is by Coops 1997. You can download it at hpeditor.tk, and this one can be downloaded at hpued.pl.tl. So what I'm going to do, I've installed the first one, HP Magic Waltz. The interface, it looks something like this. Pretty compact, pretty small. As you can see, there's lots of tabs, there's loads of settings. There's cheat controls for every single game, so you can view the cheats, custom cheats. You can uninstall the mod from each game. You can set the path for each game. You can run the maps. You can make and run your own custom maps. You can run maps from the game. You can run the game itself. You can run the editor. You can enable cheats and stuff. You can change to full screen or windowed mode, and you can change video drivers, so you can set it to DirectX or software rendering mode. And I'll start with this one. I'll be opening the same map. I've made a map for this game, and I'll be showing you what it looks like in each editor. Before it opens, it's got this console command window, and it's going to stay there even after you close the editor, so that's a bit inefficient. It opens up in this massive interface, which is the Unreal Editor. Now this is a custom version of the Unreal Editor by QB Boss, creator of Magic Walls, and it's basically modded so that it opens, so they can edit like Harry Potter levels and stuff. You can make your own levels for Harry Potter 1, 2 and 3, and I'll be opening a map, Doxy World, one of my own creations. I made this map a long time ago. If you were on my old channel, you would remember this. It looks like this. We've got these little things here. These are all the objects, all the actors. There's actually a challenge star here. This is the camera, pop cam, jelly beans, and you've got Harry over here. Sorry, behind. As you can see, there's one slight problem with this. When you're making your editor, it's hard to tell what is what because everything looks exactly the same. All of these actors. So this is this here. You wouldn't know what that is until you clicked on it. It says Bronze Cauldron, but that looks just like everything else that's on the map. So that's that's how it looks. You can see there's a lack of models, so it becomes hard to edit because you don't know what you're editing. Everything looks the same. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to close this and open the same map in the other editor. So Coops. To start off with, you can see the interface is simpler. It's nice, it's smooth, it looks good. Aesthetically, design-wise, the colors, the images, and there's not too many confusing settings and stuff here. So it's all very simple, very easy, and very user-friendly. So you can choose which one, the first one, the second one. Hang on, actually I need to. It's the first game that I need. The map I made called Doxy World was made for the first Harry Potter game, so I'll be opening it in the first version. If I open Doxy World here with his editor, you can see you don't have those little thingies anymore. You've actually got real models. Now the texture on these models in the editor view is slightly off, so it's not perfect. It doesn't look like this in the game. In the game, it looks like it normally would. So the appearances in here does not affect what it looks like in the game. You can see these doxies here, full models. You see there's a cutscene there. That's a camera. So I know where everything is because I've already made this map, and it's easier with Kubesit because you can see what you're modeling, what you're adding to the game. So that's one aspect. And if you were to add other stuff, something random, Percy, let's say, I don't know, add Percy there, you can see him as well. So it all works. It's all very visual. You can see what you're editing, you can see what you're adding to the game, which is very good. Once there are some things that I can't show you because I'm a bit pushed for time. There's not too much. There's only 15 minutes I can spend on this per video. Actually, there's a 15-minute limit on YouTube, so I can't go over that. And what I'll do is I'll actually this level that I made was originally made in this editor, Magic Walls, and there are some big issues, and you will see one of them. One of the main issues actually is BSB holes. Now this editor, Magic Walls, the one that I opened just before this, it creates flaws in the map. It creates BSB holes which are really buggy and can ruin your gaming experience. So what I'll do is I will run that map and I will show you what the problem is. This is the map, as you can see. This is the one I built in QBoss's editor. Looks all normal, everything is solid. I don't know what that square is underneath his feet. I don't know what's wrong with his glasses either. Not sure that's happening, but if you walk here, you soon hit a problem. This is the BSB hole. It's invisible. You just literally go and you just fall through the ground, even though this was all solid. And it's these kind of bugs which really annoy me. There's a little shadow there underneath the doxy as well. If you can see in the bridge below, I'm not sure what that is. The little square bright shadow. So it's quite buggy. These things have happened quite often in this editor. Right, now talking about bugs, that was the first bug we saw, the BSB hole, but there's loads of other bugs that happen. His editor, Magic Walls, this is a QBoss's editor, is extremely buggy. You sometimes, when you add brushes into the world, or subtract brushes, take stuff away, add stuff, a lot of the map just disappears. Apart from the fact that you can't see models and you've got these invisible holes that you fall through. It also crashes quite often, so I literally had to keep clicking the save button. So when I was building this map, it's not really that great. If you look at it, it's a very plain map, it's simple. It's a very old map, and I discontinued this because his editor, it just kept crashing and crashing until finally I got this BSB hole in the end, and that was just the final straw. I thought to myself, stop, I'm not gonna use this editor ever again. So that's the issue there. And let's talk about one more thing: opening levels from the game. Let's say you want to open one of the built-in levels. Let's say the front of Hogwarts. You open it, nothing happens. You just stuck here in this old map. Open. Go for another one. How about Quidditch or Troll? Can't open that. Can't find package in file package HP particle effects. Try to load map anyway. So you can try to load it. It will not load it. It will not open anything, and it was missing. It was missing an object. It couldn't find one of the objects in the game. So this editor is it's quite buggy. It lacks in functionality. It doesn't it doesn't work the way it should. Now, if we compare that with, and this, yeah, that console window was still open there. If you compare that with this editor, with the Cubes editor, I will open that same map. Okay, firstly you've got models, and if I want to open another map, I want to open, which one was it? I'll go back. I've made 2 separate folders for each editor. So this is the one with the Cubes mod inside it. Let's say I want to open Hogfront, the front of Hogwarts, just to see what it looks like in the editor. There you go. That's it. That's what it looks like in the editor. That's what it looks like in game as well. That's the door to Hogwarts. These are the stairs. You've got all sorts of stuff here. You can see everything that's in the game. You've got Hagrid there. The textures don't look properly aligned, but they work in the game, so there's no problem there. Got all this other extra stuff. So not only you can actually edit and make your own levels, you can also open levels that were actually originally inside the game. So it just gives you that much more freedom. And this editor, it's not buggy. It's never crashed before for me. I've used it and it's never once crashed. These purple things, these are called movers. So you can make them to use doors which move, obviously open and close. And if you were to build this in QB editor, HP Magic Walls, if you were to build that mover in this one, what would happen is that you'd walk up to the door, and if you keep going forwards, you would just walk straight through the door, which is a massive problem because that's not how doors behave in real life, and they shouldn't behave like that in the game either. You can't just walk through doors. You should be able to collide with it, and then it would open by itself when you collide, but that doesn't happen with the QB editor. Not only that, but the mover doesn't actually do anything. It just doesn't even open, it just stays there. So it doesn't, this editor, Magic Walls, doesn't implement everything, which is why I use this one. I use Cubes' one. It's more reliable, and it does the job. And now I'll show you a level I made in this for Harry Potter 2. I'll just give you a short preview. This is a new level. You can see all the models. You can see there's more models. So you can see the beans. You can see the chests. Obviously everything. It's a wizard card there, and I'm not going to give you away the whole map. There's more, obviously, as you can see. If you look in the top view, there's loads more. And I'm going to I'll keep adding more to it, and then I'll release the game, and you can see the cauldron there. It's really good, and I'll do a short preview of what this map looks like in game. Okay, so here's the map I made in Cubes' editor. This was made for the second game, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This is the one I showed you in the editor, and I'm going to show the gameplay now. All works as normal. This is a mover here. You walk over, you collide like you normally would in real life. And that doesn't happen in Magic Walls. In Magic Walls you make a mover and you go straight through, which can be very irritating. I had a good time making this level. There was no crashes, no bugs. Everything worked perfectly. I haven't had to recreate or delete any part of this level. And I'm not going to go further. I'm not going to show you much more because of spoilers. Yeah, you can see you've got some creatures, there's more stuff on the way, and when the map is complete, it will be made available for download online, and you can download and play it at your heart's content. But for now, there's no need for any more spoilers. Thank you for watching, and in the comments below you can put your opinions on which editor you like best, which one's better.